Hi there. There are 2 days in a week when transaction volumes, people trading, people investing in markets out there increase drastically. Whether talking about the stock market, whether talking about the cryptocurrency market, or even the Forex. Guys, these 2 days transaction increase drastically. And in case someone hasn't studied this very clearly, they may think it is accidental, but it is never accidental. And of course, as a long-term investor in this particular space, you could possibly think about how you can gain from these. The markets out there consists of 95% noise traders and only about 5% who are knowledgeable traders. So most of the times, the market moves in distortion, more so driven by noise traders. That's why over time, price of different securities out there, we have something called price adjustment correction in the market, so that over time, the prices reflect the intrinsic value of any given asset out there. So those who invest in the long term are the ones who stand a chance of gaining, even though marginally. And of course, the people who do day trading, they actually make some even huge bumps from fluctuations in prices out there. But this information is more exciting to them because they could even know which days to actually cast their net out there in the hope that prices fluctuate very much. Because these 2 days, we have huge bumps or even dips in prices in the market. You are all much welcomed to the Money Daily YouTube channel. My name is Afagza Sifuna. The backstory of this is that along any given time horizon, it is human nature to be able to safeguard their interest, okay? And also it is human nature to anticipate good things based on where they are active and also where they are dormant in any particular given time frame. And of course, in any week out there, we have those days where people seem to be active and also other days where they seem to be somewhat dormant, mostly during the weekends. And this also goes with the market. During the weekdays, the markets are very, very active. Come weekend, they are dormant, or even, in case you're talking about, for example, stock exchanges out there or even security exchanges out there, they totally shut down. Friday around 3 p.m., totally shut down to reopen on Monday 8 a.m. or so. And based on that, also investors or people who hold these different kind of securities out there, whether you're talking about stock or whichever kind of securities, and even holding, for example, cryptocurrencies and even Forex, also take action based on how they are feeling as human beings and also how they perceive that particular break is going to affect their investment or even their money. That's why we have the day of the week effect, whereby we see lots of transactions happening on Monday and Friday in the week. And in the same breath, also we have days of the year effect, whereby we see lots of transactions happening at the start of the year and also at the close of the year. Mostly because people have New Year resolutions, which they are implementing, and also years have come to an end, whereby now people are actually investing other surplus amounts of money or even cashing out for them to be able to start their New Year hustles, right? And this also goes for different months. Close of the month and also start of the month, we have a bump in transaction volumes in the market. But why is this so? I told you all it's anchored in human psychology. And the very first thing is the desire for people out there to make instant profit, right? And this is so because people think out there, for example, at the start of the week, with all the aggregated fundamental news out there, telling them about how the market is doing, which, for example, which securities like stocks, which, for example, cryptocurrencies are doing pretty well, and even which currency pairs out there are bound to perform very well, they're going to make a decision instantly because they want to catch a particular wave, and that desire to profit immediately is going to drive them to put down money in the market. In the same breath, come the end of the week, also based on the fundamentals out there, they're going to take action. In case they see, for example, the week has been dipping and dipping and dipping, they're going to take action, for example, to either pause, right, to have a stop loss orders in place, or even to cash out in anticipation of them being able to continue at the position where they were at on Friday, come the opening of the markets on Monday, right? Hope that makes sense. And then secondly, in relation to that, we have the desire for people to have certainty in their investment. And this also tells you, if the market are very shaky, investors out there are also going to be in a panic mode, more so at the start of the week and at the end of the week, right? And of course, that particular break also in between tells you that there's going to be some fundamental news moving around, which actually is going to be acted upon when the market opens. And of course, when it's acted upon in volumes, also this is going to cause distortion in prices. That's why you're going to see, for example, very huge bumps in prices on Monday or even dips in prices, because the market is actually reacting to the market forces of demand and supply, and as when they come in, which sadly they trickle in very quick succession in very high frequencies, hence causing distortion in the market. And by the way, if someone is doing day trading out there, they could be able to make good amounts of money at the close and start of this key event, whether it is a week, a month, or even a year, because at that particular point in time, they're going to be able to catch up fluctuations in the market with regards to price, with regards to investor behaviors out there. And by these, they're going to be able to make good amounts of money because actually they are just acting on how investors out there are behaving. More so, appreciating and understanding that the market constitutes mostly noise traders who act based on what they hear and follow where the market is going. Okay? And related to that now, the third key thing, which actually is important to note and actually also causes this day of the week effect, is big names out there influencing how different stocks, cryptocurrencies move. What do I mean? We also, for example, last year, where Elon Musk single-handedly influenced the price of Dogecoin, the price of, for example, Shiba Inu, Bitcoin, and so forth. This was because he was posting, more so in the evenings or even at the end of the week, posting about his feelings around different cryptocurrencies out there. And sadly, the market was absorbing that news as and when it trickles in. And of course, this was causing a ripple effect. Elon Musk says something about, for example, energy usage of Bitcoin, energy usage of Cardano, and other cryptocurrencies out there, says something about possibility of Dogecoin being a legal tender and so forth, and the market was absorbing that information as soon as it is the market. And of course, causing a ripple effect with regards to people trading in, whether people are trading, cashing out, taking long positions, and so forth. It was kind of insane because people are acting in real time, and this tells you that most of the time the noise traders follow what seems to be the head of a lead of a given pack of whether it's sheep or goat or whichever kind of herd. They need to follow that so that in the hope that their lead takes them towards a good direction. And this actually happens a lot in the cryptocurrency space. A big name says, for example, I want to invest in a given cryptocurrency. People jump at that particular place, hoping that they're going to be able to make money too because so-and-so is going there and they're bound to make money, right? And then the fourth reason with regards to why there is days of the week effect and actually volumes pump on Fridays and Mondays is basically because of schedules of most of these people are called noise traders, right? Most noise traders out there work full-time jobs. In essence, it means in the middle of the week, they have their schedules very tightly packed with kind of work activities. But at the start of the week and end of the week, they at least look at their portfolios, think about which positions to take. And by the way, this is the generalization across all the people who are working out there who are noise traders and also active in these markets. So most of the times is that they take positions on Monday and also on Fridays. And other things that they take positions mostly at the end of the month, more so when they get paid. That's when they take positions, hence causing this day of the week, even day of the month effect, whereby there are those particular days where price fluctuates really bad because we're talking about the transactions volumes pumping up, volatility increasing, and so forth. It's because also it goes with the work schedule of people out there and the money flow, right? Which also informs greatly how the market behaves. And then the last key point I'll share with you with regards to why we have these fluctuations in the markets and also these bumps in transaction volumes on these particular days is basically because also companies out here tend to share information or news relating to new developments at the end of the week or at the start of the week. And with this, it's bound to shape the market, how it behaves. So for example, a company says, we are working on this cryptocurrency, this is going to happen this particular time. They share that on Monday. Be sure this is going to reflect and actually people are going to act on that news as soon as and when it hits the market. Or even, for example, they can be working on something, come the end of the week, say, this is going to happen to this front. Also, people are going to act on that. And of course, this fundamental is going to shape the prices and also transaction volumes out there. What do you think? Did you know that days of the week affect trading, days of the month affect trading, and even cycle of the entire year affect trading? I hope you learned a thing or two. Thanks a lot for watching this video. I look forward to share with you other awesome videos next time. Bye bye and you all take care.